Did you know there are things you shouldn't do after eating? That's right, folks. There's a whole list of actions that could potentially compromise your health if done immediately after a meal. It's vital to know what to avoid after eating, not only for your digestion, but for your overall well-being too. In this video, we'll delve into 5 key points that you should be mindful of. So are you ready to learn more about this fascinating topic? Stick around to find out what these things are and why you should avoid them. Firstly, you should avoid sleeping immediately after eating. Here's why. When we consume food, our bodies kickstart the process of digestion. This involves breaking down the food into smaller components, which are then absorbed by our body for energy and other functions. This process requires gravity to help move the food along our digestive tract. Now imagine what happens when we lie down right after a meal. The food in our stomach gets pushed back towards the esophagus, a phenomenon we refer to as acid reflux. This not only causes discomfort, but can also lead to more serious health issues over time, such as gastroesophageal reflux disease. Moreover, laying down can slow down the digestion process, leading to a feeling of fullness and bloating. This can interfere with your sleep quality and make you feel sluggish the next day. So, what's the ideal time gap between eating and sleeping? Most health experts suggest waiting at least 2 to 3 hours after a meal before heading to bed. This gives your body ample time to initiate the digestion process and reduces the risk of experiencing indigestion or acid reflux. Remember, it's not just about the quantity of food you eat, but also about how you manage your eating habits. By allowing your body the time it needs to properly digest your meals, you're setting yourself up for better health and well-being. So it's best to wait for a while before hitting the sack. Secondly, eating fruits right after a meal might not be a good idea. Now, before you raise your eyebrows, let's delve deeper into this. Fruits are powerhouses of nutrients, but they are digested differently than other foods. They require a certain environment in your stomach to be broken down and absorbed efficiently. When you consume fruits immediately after a meal, they get sandwiched between your meal and the digestive juices. This slows down the digestion process, and the fruits start to ferment while waiting their turn, leading to bloating and indigestion. Furthermore, the nutrients from the fruits may not be fully absorbed due to the slower digestion. What a waste of all those good vitamins and minerals, right? Now you might be wondering, when is the ideal time to consume fruits? Well, it's best to have them on an empty stomach, like first thing in the morning or as a mid-morning snack. This way, fruits are digested quickly and the body can efficiently absorb all their nutrients. Another great time to enjoy fruits is before a workout. They provide quick energy and will help fuel your exercise session. So it's not about saying a complete no to fruits, but rather about timing your fruit consumption right. This way you can reap all the benefits they offer without any unpleasant side effects. So save your fruits for snack time instead. Thirdly, heavy exercise is something you should avoid after eating. Now you might wonder why. Isn't exercise supposed to be good for us? Well, yes, it is. But timing is crucial. After we eat, our bodies are working hard to digest the food we've just consumed. Digestion is a process that requires a significant amount of energy. When we exercise vigorously right after eating, we're prompting our bodies to divert blood flow away from the digestive tract and redirect it towards our muscles. This shift can lead to a host of issues. For instance, it can cause cramps because our muscles are not receiving the oxygen and nutrients they need to function properly during strenuous activities. It can also lead to feelings of nausea as food is not being broken down and absorbed as efficiently as it should be. Now, this doesn't mean you should plop down on the couch and not move a muscle after a meal. It's all about balance. Light activities, such as a leisurely walk or some gentle stretching, can actually aid digestion and keep you feeling energized. So remember, heavy exercise after eating is a no-go. It's best to give your body the time it needs to properly digest and absorb nutrients from your meal. After all, your body is a finely tuned machine, and treating it with care can go a long way in maintaining overall health. Light activities, however, are perfectly fine. Fourthly, and very importantly, avoid smoking after eating. Now you might be wondering, what's the connection between lighting up a cigarette and finishing a meal? Well, it's more significant than you might think. When we eat, our body goes into a state of absorption. It's working hard to extract all the essential nutrients from the food we've just consumed. But introducing smoke into your system, that's akin to throwing a wrench into this finely tuned process. Smoking can interfere with the body's ability to absorb these nutrients, leaving you with less than you need for optimal health. But that's not all. The harmful chemicals in cigarette smoke can react with food in your stomach, potentially leading to digestive issues. And when you smoke after a meal, these effects can be even more pronounced, increasing your risk of stomach ulcers and acid reflux. And let's not forget the elephant in the room, the big C, cancer. Smoking is a leading cause of many types of cancer, including lung and throat. And guess what? The risk is even higher when you smoke after eating. To sum it up, smoking after a meal is like adding insult to injury for your body. It's best to avoid smoking altogether, but especially after a meal. Lastly, limit your tea and coffee intake right after meals. Now, we know that a hot cup of tea or a steamy mug of coffee can seem like the perfect end to a hearty meal. But here's a little food for thought. Did you know that these beloved beverages can interfere with the absorption of iron from your food? Yes, indeed. The tannins present in both tea and coffee are known to bind with iron, making it less available for our bodies to absorb. This could potentially lead to iron deficiency in the long run, especially in people who are already at risk. But that's not all. Drinking tea or coffee immediately after a meal can also cause indigestion and other digestive issues. The caffeine in these drinks stimulates acid production in your stomach, which can lead to discomfort, heartburn, or even ulcers over time. So while that cup of tea or coffee might be calling your name as soon as you put down your fork, it's worth waiting a while. Let your body properly digest and absorb the nutrients from your meal first. Remember, good things come to those who wait, and in this case, it's not just about the pleasure of a hot drink, but also about safeguarding your health. So wait for at least an hour before enjoying your cup of tea or coffee. To sum up, there are several things you should avoid doing right after eating. This video has taken you on a journey through 5 key points, each highlighting an activity that can interfere with the proper digestion of your meals. Firstly, we've discussed the importance of not sleeping immediately after eating. Doing so can lead to discomfort and potential health issues down the line. Giving your body time to process the food before hitting the hay will ensure a smoother digestion and a more restful sleep. Next, we dove into the topic of fruits. Contrary to popular belief, eating fruits right after a meal can disrupt your digestion process. Instead, consider enjoying these nutrient-rich delights as a snack in between meals. Our third point touched on the subject of heavy exercise. While staying active is crucial for overall health, engaging in strenuous activities right after a meal can put a strain on your stomach. A light walk, however, can be beneficial. We then shed light on the harmful effects of smoking post-meals. The toxins from cigarettes can interfere with your body's ability to absorb nutrients, not to mention the long-term health risks associated with this habit. Last but not least, we highlighted the need to limit the intake of tea and coffee immediately after eating. These beverages can hinder iron absorption, leaving you feeling less than your best. All these points underline the importance of giving your body the time and space it needs to properly digest your food. It's not just about what you eat, but also when and how you eat it. By avoiding these activities after meals, you provide your body with the best chance to efficiently use the nutrients you've consumed. Remember, your health is in your hands. Make wise choices and your body will thank you. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel.